redemption here. I'm going to take a melee attack. Yeah. I f***ing you not, I just nat one, bro.
The Loa are just not your friend today, dude.
I started a session off with a f***ing nat 20.
You
and
knew
this
it was
is
gonna
what
be terrible, dude.
This is what man, I'm retiring that die for the night. That D20's sent to jail.
We return to the adventuring party.
Okay.
Sneak around. Sneak.
Okay, they're coming.
Run away. Run away.
That's the first time I've just like had fun with a match in a long time.
Remember last time we split the party into 2 groups? So Cadence and Caitlin, you guys can sit back and chill for a little bit because we're going to determine the goblin and the gnome's story while you guys kind of travel down this way to start collecting items for the donkey.
I thought we were together. Oh, that's right.
We did split.
So yeah, you guys can sit back, grab a drink, do whatever. If you want, I can even ping you if we take too long for when you guys should come back, and we'll take care of your story in a little bit. I might try to kind of like swap back and forth between the two just so that neither side gets a little too bored, but we'll see. So to start out, I believe Sir Diminetus of Gnomeregan and Dr. Valen, you guys both were interested in potentially trying to wire some of the haywire harvesters out here, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
It shouldn't be too difficult.
Nah, they're simple machines. Depends on what kind of processor they use, if any, to do those circuit logics. I think that'll be the troubling part.
Well, I'm sure it's not going to be too complex. From what I've seen at a distance, it appears to be mostly made of copper and bronze.
Yeah, and
Probably not going to be...
maybe a flange in there, you never know. Problem is letting it give us access to its innards.
We may need to disable one first.
Yeah. That's where the other 2 would have come in handy.
Well, perhaps we could find one that's a little more isolated. As we're watching these wandering, whirring dervish machines of death, are they moving in random patterns? Do they kind of each have a pre-designated patrol area? And if so, is there one that I'm able to see that is at any point in its travel further away from the others that we might be able to isolate it?
Yeah, there's definitely, they're mechanical beings, and while they are haywire, and some of them seem to kind of be a little random in their movements, and don't always follow the exact same path, they are still machines, and so you can definitely kind of, after sitting there for a moment, determine, they're, they kind of have set paths. There's one kind of in the corner of the field that definitely seems a little bit more isolated than the others, though you're not really quite sure, for lack of better terms, what the aggro range is on some of the others. But yeah, there seems to be one slightly isolated at the very least.
Right, well, perhaps we should start with this one over here.
Sure. Sounds good. How do you want to approach?
Perhaps I should approach from the front, grab its attention, and then see if you can sneak around behind it and shut it down while I keep its attention.
Okay. Works for me.
Okay, give me a moment and I'll load us into a battle map. Both of you go ahead and roll initiative as well.
Oh boy.
I'll give you guys a round of surprise combat as well, because you decided to kind of plan out ahead of time. So you'll each get one turn before the harvester takes its first turn.
Okay. 9 + 4, 13 for my initiative.
My dice are staying true. 7.
I'll move you guys a bit closer here.
One gonna tell you a real quick man.
Yeah. I imagine if we're like kind of approaching from this side, I would have gone out into the field while Valen like goes around to get behind it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so be about this close, because I think, yeah, you guys are within attack range, but not close enough to, like, kind of get its
Yeah.
attention. And then move your character kind of where you want to, where you would have moved from in this area. And then I'm going to put some other harvesters down. Okay. So what was... okay, so you were 13. Valen was...
7. How delightful.
Okay.
Maybe we should also have Valen roll stealth to see if he's seen.
I'm small. I'm green. I blend in. It's fine.
No, I think he's okay. The harvester wasn't necessarily paying attention to you guys before, and he's like 15 feet away. I don't think that the harvester would necessarily... he's like probably right outside of its aggro range. Okay, yeah, you can both take your turn, and then we'll go back to Diminetus, and then it'll be the harvester's turn, and then Valen's.
Okay.
Oh, here's a good question. Do we still have temp HP from Bwon?
No.
No, it's only while you're in the radius of the totem.
Of the totem? Okay. I didn't know if it was just like it gives you a buff, and then even if you leave, you still have it or not.
Nah, I can do that later though.
Oh shit, that's busted.
Imagine playing cards against that.
Yeah. I will go ahead and I'm going to open up using my bonus action to charge, generating 2 points of rage. So I'm already maxed out at 3 at the start of my turn.
Okay.
Moving straight up against it, and I will take... I'm doing essentially like non-lethal damage. I'm just trying to like keep its attention, but I still want to quote-unquote damage it if we end up having to, you know, knock it out to incapacitate it from a mechanic perspective. So I'll go ahead and take my attack with the rapier. That's not great, but it's still 15.
Yeah, that is.
Right. I am going to, of course, for free, use my taunting strike. And it is a d8. It takes 7 points of piercing, technically.
Perfect.
I will hold my position there as well.
All right. Well, I'm gonna come in from behind. 10, 15. I'm gonna pull out my little screwdriver tool, and I'm gonna cast light on the screwdriver, just so I can see what I'm doing, as I prepare to look for like an off switch or some way to gain control of it.
Okay. I'll have you roll for that on your next combat turn as you're like looking for kind of an off switch, since you used your action to do light on the screwdriver.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Diminetus, it is once again your turn, and then the Harvest Golem will take its first turn.
Okay. Harvesters between us. Do I need to... This is actually something I haven't read about Taunting Strike. Do I have to use it on each turn until the end of my next turn? So yeah, I still would need to use another attack. So yeah, I'll do the same thing. I'm going to take another attack action to keep its attention on me. Mechanically, I'm still attacking with non-lethal with my rapier, but for flavor-wise, I just want to like smack it in the face with my shield.
Okay.
I don't don't think that's gonna hit, actually. Yeah, that's a 10.
Okay, yeah, that does miss. You try to kind of jump up and smack it in the face with your shield, but you've never fought one of these creatures before, and especially out in Dunmoreau, the largest creatures you've probably fought are Yetis, but they're not necessarily mechanical. They're a bit more predictable in their movements, and you miss with your shield. It is now the Harvest Golem's turn. As you hear it kind of whirring up, its eyes now turning red as it seems to kind of glare almost past you, but in your direction. And it spins on its hinge at its hips and tries to slash you with its kind of gnarled metal claws as it reaches out. That is a 14 to hit on the first attack.
That misses.
And it continues as it misses on the first one. It never, dealing with a gnome of your height before, reaches around, trying to readjust on the second attack for an 18 to hit.
18 does hit.
Okay, and you take... So, 1d8. You take 6 bludgeoning damage, and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That's really good. On save, I think I have proficiency. Yeah, that's a 17.
Okay, you pass the con save. You're good. And yeah, that's it. It is now your turn, Dr. Valen.
Okay. Trying to find a switch, trying to examine the back, looking for any kind of access port or anything like that.
Can you roll your, what are your tools called?
Probably Tinker's tools. That's what's for engineering.
Yeah, can you roll that? And we'll roll that against a DC for it.
No.
Okay. Unable to roll? Got it.
No, that's in that one.
Ooh.
Okay, so you on a nat 1...
Explode again?
No, I mean, technically, I think he actually would, but not... He's not, using the spanner necessarily. He's only using the light from it to, look at
To
something.
look.
Yeah.
Well, no, he could be using the edge to try to pry corners and little crevices open.
Instead of blowing you up, what I'm gonna do... You pry a corner or an edge open, and you see a wire that looks like it will deactivate the golem. And does that end your turn? You have any bonus actions or movement you want to take?
I don't think I have any bonus actions. I think that'll be it.
Okay. The wire is the wire's kind of jumbled up in a sort of a circuitry, kind of a crude mainframe. But there is a single kind of blue wire that runs the length of the torso. That you swear in your goblin studies you've seen this in these types of machines 100% deactivates it.
Blue is always the deactivation.
Okay, Sir Diminetus, it is now back to your turn.
Any luck? And I'm just going to keep trying to keep its attention. Swinging again. Nope. That's an 8. Rolling lower and lower.
Okay, you try and once again bash it with your shield. Your shield hits it, but you can tell that you need to put a lot more strength into your blows.
I'm just hitting the hay parts of it.
Yeah, it's a pretty soft impact, right? And it doesn't really budge when you hit it there. And then kind of as you hit it, it begins to kind of whirl around again, attempting to take another attack on you with a nat 20 on its first roll.
Oh, come on.
Definitely hits. 2d8 plus 3.
I'm
God
gonna
damn.
use my reaction to... Oh, I don't even have to use a reaction. I'm just gonna dull pain.
Dual pain, okay, what does that do again?
I have resistance to this damage.
Okay. So with the crit rolls, it's 1d8 plus 8 plus 3, essentially. So 5 plus 8 is 13, 16, so you take 8 damage, yeah? 8 bludgeoning.
Yep.
And then we'll just roll for the next hit to see if it hits. That's a 3 on the die for an 8 total to hit. That doesn't hit. Go ahead and roll a con save.
16 on the die plus 4, 20.
Okay, you save. So it whirls around with its first one, smacking you and kind of catching you off guard. You're a little close to it with your shield, and it bludgeons kind of across your side, almost kind of knocking you down to the ground. But your small stature and kind of like low to the ground, low gravity, or center of gravity rather, kind of keeps you standing on both feet as it whirls around and misses you at the second strike, just grazing the top of your head, Dr. Valen, as it kind of swings back around. And then, Dr. Valen, it is your turn.
Let me see. All right. Well, there it is. He's got the wire. He's got it right there. But he notices that poor Diminetus is having a heck of a time. So Valen's gonna go ahead and just slap this thing on the side of its head and go like, cut it out. And he's going to use 2 faith points to cast Holy Word Chastise. So it has to make a Wisdom save 14.
Okay, I'm just looking. It's Wisdom modifier. Interestingly, this thing has a +0, which is kind of weird for a machine, but yeah, it fails. Yeah, it has a -4 for intellect, but a 0 for wisdom, and a -5 for charisma.
Intellect would be high because technically a machine would have processing power to think for it, right?
But it just
Well,
follows programs, so it wouldn't
That's
have
true.
thinking.
Yeah, and I mean it has a -5 to charisma, so I guess the 0 for wisdom isn't like the worst in the world, but
So according to the
crazy.
wording on this, and this is from the book, it is now incapacitated until the end of my next turn.
okay.
That's my
I'm
turn.
just making.
That's this turn.
Okay, Diminetus, it is your go.
Right. I see this thing kind of like freeze up basically after he slaps it on the side of the head. I'm like rubbing my face from where I just got walloped on this side. I've got like a knot starting to swell up right on my brow. I kind of look over and I'm going to move around to the back next to Valen and take a look myself. Would this be an intelligence-based check or a dexterity-based check for Tinkerer's tools?
Intelligence for this,
Okay.
because you're not trying to actually mess with the wire, you're trying to figure out what you're looking
Right.
at.
Okay, so I only had 6. That's pretty good. That's a 21.
Okay, on a 21, you're looking at it and so Valen hasn't told you what he has seen yet. So on a 21, you're looking in the back. You're seeing kind of like a jumbling of wires back there, kind of like a circuit board. You understand that these machines have a few different kind of fail-safes. They operate a lot out in, for example, like stormy weather. So they would have a fail-safe for example, if they get struck by lightning. You can kind of see like a battery pack. So it's like, a pseudo battery pack down in the bottom that kind of operates off of like different chemicals, providing electrical charge to the circuitry in the bot. You see a couple of different wires that you're sure that you have to cut both of in order to deactivate the machine. Yeah, I'll say that much on a 21.
Oh, a dual wire failsafe program. Well, this is a little bit more than I thought they would have done, but easy enough.
And that's my turn.
Okay, Valen, your go.
Okay, well, I see the gnome coming over. It's like he's taking a look at it, and I see the gnome's got a little blood going off on his head. He's like, well, let me at least take care of this for you. So he pulls up his gloved hand. He takes off the glove. He licks his hand, and he slaps your head with his hand. And he goes, healing spit! And he casts Cure Wounds on you for 7 points of healing.
That is the most illogical thing I've ever seen.
Well, it's a power, so I was born with it. Shut up.
You're
Intern.
born with it. Curious.
Okay, Diminetus, what do you do now that you can see the machine kind of like whirring back to life, some of the power kind of being restored that was magically diminished inside of the machine, and its arms now kind of once again retracting forward?
Would it require 2 actions to disconnect the power failsafe?
No, it's as long as you meet the DC, it's fine.
Okay, I was willing to burn action surge to do it, but I'll just give it a go. Is it also intelligence or dexterity for this one?
This one will be dexterity, excuse me.
Okay, so for this I will add 8.
Technically, in this moment, right, you're like attempting to cut it. The machine is turning or like beginning to turn, right? So you're trying to not only do it quickly, but cut the right wire. Cut the wrong wire, who knows what could happen.
Well, it's another 15 on the die, plus
Awesome.
8 for 23.
Okay, you cut both wires, and as the machine is starting to spin around, you on its back, because I doubt that you could reach it from just like, standing there. You're kind of on its back in there with like your gnomish engineering tools, your spanner and stuff you've got in there. You cut both of the wires as the thing is turning, and its arms drop down, Valen, narrowly missing you, and it just kind of like spins on its axis for a moment as it powers down.
There we go. Oh, a little bit of corrosion on that whirring gizmo. We'll have to maybe replace that one. Well, we have some work ahead of us, Doctor.
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to do that, but glad you got to it first. Yeah. So, sounds good. We'll work together on this.
Okay, go ahead and give me another intelligence throw for both of you, because you wanted to reprogram it, right, to only attack Defias. So yeah, give me an intelligence throw, both of you, on your tools.
Raid intelligence? Okay, tools.
Yeah.
Tools, okay.
Oof. 14 for me.
No. This way, like this, and 21 for Valen.
Okay. On the 14, we'll determine that first. Diminetus, you are looking inside of this thing, and you don't really understand how it was like programmed initially. You understand kind of like where the program probably exists within like the circuit board, and you probably need to you need to open up kind of its actual central processing unit to like understand it a bit better. Valen, you have a pretty good idea where the central process unit lays on a 21. You guys open the head, and kind of in that residual 21, as a goblin, you have worked on machinations like this a lot. Gnomes don't really work on things as like menial as this all the time. Gnomes tend to work on, more kind of like automated systems. They don't really have like any farming in Dunmurrow, for example. And so gnomes haven't really worked on this, but goblins, on the other hand, have worked on many similar machines like this. You open it up, understand where the central processing unit is, how to remove it, and how to begin programming it, not necessarily to like only attack Defias in the region, but how to obey your specific commands. There's no real way, obviously, for you to like say, hey, anybody with a red mask attack. It's more like it follows your commands at a very rudimentary level. Just like before, its very rudimentary kind of level was cut, crops down. Now it will be to follow you around, and whenever you point at it, attacks, essentially.
I'm fucking dead. Sorry.
You can. While you guys work on this processing, I'm going to go ahead and have you both roll dexterity with your tools to begin the reprogramming process, and we'll do 3 different checks for this.
Okay. I'm also going to, since I can create little things with my tools, create like little shoulder spikes, to make it look badass.
Okay.
I got a 21 for my first roll.
Okay.
Whew. That's a 21 for my roll.
Okay. So you guys are both kind of working on this processing unit, using your spanner, using your
Screwdriver.
screwdriver.
Yeah.
You're both working in tandem. You have created these like spikes. Actually, on a 21, I'll say that 21 was specifically for the spikes, for you creating something. On all of its attacks, you can add an extra D3 to its attacks.
Ooh.
And then you specifically, Sir Diminetus, that 21 passes the first check, and so you're good. And we'll move from here. Now that you guys are kind of working on that, we'll finish up this in a minute, and we'll move to our other group, Bwon and Veilindra. Bwon and Veilindra, you guys have set off kind of early in the morning from the Furlbrow camp. Your tasks ahead include the gnome and the goblin dealing with some of the harvesters in the field at the Furlbrow farm. And later on in the day, your goal is to hopefully go and get a watch from Benny Blanco at one of the other farms, kind of to the east of where you were. You guys are currently heading south, though. You're heading in this direction, south, in order to find some kind of like food for the donkey, essentially. The family of the Furlbrow farm have a donkey that's extremely exhausted. The actual carriage that they were using to kind of load all their stuff in to move out has also, been kind of broken down, which is what the goblin and the gnome were helping with earlier. But your job is to essentially find feed for the donkey. As you guys are moving down south, both of you give me a nature check. Actually, you're an herbalist, right, Bwon?
So I was doing it that I was taking the professions at like start and then once again at level 10. But if we can start with both of the professions, then yeah, I'm doing.
Okay, yeah, you can start with
herbalist.
both. You're fine, and feel free to add whatever modifier herbalism gives you. I can't remember. But yeah, you can do both whenever.
Okay.
So for you, roll specifically for your like herbalist tools. I think you get.
So first, Bwon's never really seen a donkey. I mean, I guess he would have seen zebras, so he would probably understand that it is a plant eater. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess the real interesting part will be, depending on your role, kind of depends on whether or not you know what the donkey would like, or what in this region is like poisonous potentially to it.
Well, I rolled a 4, and with nature I have a +4 as well. So
an 8, okay. And then Veilindra, what did you roll?
I rolled a 15 and I have a +1, so I got 16 on nature.
Okay. Interesting. So we'll see how this plays out. Bwon, as you're kind of scanning the area, you see lots of different herbs and grasses, some oats here and there, maybe a little barley like on a pouch kind of stuck up against a tree. As you guys get closer down to these farmsteads, you see, some more potentially like wheat and oats and stuff. And as you're gathering, Bwon, you specifically see what is it? You specifically see peace bloom in the area. As you go to pick this peace bloom, you, in your mind, on an 8, think that this peace bloom is great for a donkey. Veilindra, on a 16, you're able to find basically everything that Bwon is, obviously, a little bit more as well. You guys kind of pick out, certain things. You're able to see maybe a little bit farther in the distance with your kind of elven prowess than Bwon might be able to. You're able to, you kind of see like, oh, in this field, here's some like really fresh wheat and some fresh barley. You see him picking this peace bloom though, and you understand that this is like maybe not a great herb to pick specifically for the donkey. Bwon, you think that it's a great herb to pick for the donkey?
Be honest, I think I would just think he's, found something he likes and wants for himself and is picking it, and is just
okay.
I wouldn't assume that he was picking it for the donkey, to be completely honest.
Yeah, completely fair. As you guys are kind of traveling around, you hear this sort of like maniacal cackling in the background. At first, it like genuinely sounds like a wild witch of the west maniacally cackling. Okay, and it might even cause you both to kind of jump. And you turn around and find yourselves being approached by a group of gnolls. These are creatures that have hyena kind of like tops and heads. They are cackling like hyenas, but they run on their hind legs. You see one of them have like a shield with a sort of like a club in his hand. Another one has a rather large sword that he's kind of wielding, not very fancifully, honestly. And then another with an axe in his hand, as they're all now sprinting to you, and I'll bring you guys to the battle map.
Okay, and if I'm remembering correctly, we took a long rest, right?
Yes, you guys all have
We
had a long rest.
did. Okay, hold on.
Okay,
Before
so-
you tell me anything about what we're fighting, let me choose my what power I'm gonna be in real quick.
Do your thing.
What form?
Did you say you wanted us to roll for initiative, or did you not say that yet?
You can go ahead and roll for initiative.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna stay in my Earth form.
Okay.
Oh, this is a problem. This is a fucking problem. We gonna die, man.
You'll be surprised. I think that you're fucking disgustingly OP, so you'll be alright.
And the first time won't be the last.
Remind me again what each of your rolls were for initiative, I'm sorry.
Who?
5.
We just got the highest rolls.
Long story short, they're gonna hurt us, man.
Okay, it is the first Gnoll, who you see has this one. This one you see has a shield equipped. You watch as he kind of takes the lead in charge of the group and runs to right about here. And is gonna go ahead. This 5 feet, yeah. Is gonna go ahead and slash at you, Bwon, considering you're the closest to him. You hear it kind of cackling as it, a smile on its face, its eyes really wide and bestial, reaches up with the club in its hand, trying to bring it down on top of you. That is a 19 to hit.
Hold on. Let me check. I can't remember what my AC is. I have a 20 AC.
Okay. Jesus.
Wait, actually, hold on. No, we determined my AC was 1 too high last time. I can't remember. I don't know why my AC is showing as 1 more than it is, but my AC is actually only 19. I do remember that.
Okay, so it does hit. And that is 7 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, reduced by 5, so I take 2 damage.
Okay, and then it reaches as it bonks you with its club. It follows up with a bite attack to you. The hyena jaws trying to clamp around you. That it does not hit with a 6 on the die. So that is the end of that one's turn. We'll move to the next Gnoll. This one is one with an axe in its hand, as it also rushes up to. I think you were closest, Bwon, so it'll rush up to you, here.
Bring me another.
Yeah, we'll say that's.
I could take 1,000 men.
It's gonna go ahead and take a swing at you. That is an 18 to hit, which misses. It follows up with a bite attack of its own. That is also a 14 to hit. That misses. This one goes next. It has a like rather large kind of like two-handed club in its hand. It looks like it just took from straight up like a tree at some point. And it's like kind of rounded off at the end, like it's been kind of like wearing it up against either like the ground or something like that to kind of like create this rounded point. And it's going to come at you here, Veilindra, and it'll take its swing on you.
No.
That is a 15 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay.
I haven't been able to cast my armor spell yet.
That is 8 bludgeoning damage.
Great.
And it's going to try and follow up with a bite of its own after swinging. That is a 14 to hit.
That also hits.
Okay. You take 4 piercing damage.
Okay.
You be hurting, man.
I'd be
Get
hurting
behind me. Let me take the heat.
I'd be hurting, man.
And then it's your turn, Bwon. The other no-ghoul is in between both of you.
Okay. I'm going to use a bonus action to throw up a... you know what, we're going to need the temp hit points, I think. Yeah, we're going to take the temp hit points. I'm going to throw up an earth totem behind us. Right here. So that the edge of my earth totem would be within the range of where we are currently. And it'll give each of us 1d4 plus my wisdom modifier, which is 5 of temporary hit points each round. So I'm going to roll my 1d4.
And remind me again, that doesn't stack, does it? So like...
It just refreshes every round.
So technically, if like you're left with 9 and the next round you'd only get 5, you just keep the 9.
Yeah.
Okay. Still disgusting, but not as bad.
So I got a 4 on my d4.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll a d4 for Caitlin, or are we both using that 4?
You can both use that 4. That's fine.
Okay. So we have 9 temp HP.
Sheesh.
And then I am going to use my action to green flame blade attack the one that hit me for the 2 damage.
Okay.
And that is a melee attack. Oh, I natural 1'd, actually.
Okay. On the natural 1, it you go to swing. The one that actually hits you is the one with the shield, so it kind of had a higher AC as is. You go to swing, it blocks you with the shield, but it blocks you so much that it almost knocks you kind of off your balance. You were unprepared for this creature wielding a shield almost to what's the word I'm looking for? Block with its shield and then kind of push into you to knock you back. It doesn't cause any effects or anything like that, but narratively you have to kind of take a step backwards to regain your balance for a moment. And that leads to the second one, or the last Gnoll's turn before we go to Veilindra. This guy is going to go ahead, and he has a light kind of crossbow in his hand. He sees this totem go down, energy kind of radiating from it, and decides to go ahead and take a shot at the totem. Fuck, this might be 20 for a minute. That is a 17 to hit.
It has a natural AC of 18.
Fucking so gross. Okay, it's a little far. It's never actually faced this type of totem before, so it misses with its short bow, and that brings us to the top of, that brings us to Veilindra's turn.
You were just gonna skip me right over.
For some reason, I thought that you had already gone. I don't know why.
It's okay. I have to cast Inner Fire, which is my armor spell.
Okay.
So my AC becomes 14 instead of 10. And because I can't move, that's all I can do.
Is that an ability or a bonus action?
It's an action.
Oh, damn.
You could move. You would just
I don't-
proc attacks of op, essentially. But, it could create space. So, let's say you move here, right, to, the other side of the totem, maybe. You're taking an attack of op from both of these guys. But if they want to chase you, essentially, Bwon gets an attack of op on at least one of them. It does, there's pros and cons to both, essentially. So it's up to you. But you could move if you want.
Yeah, but I only have 7 HP. I don't want to die.
Oof, okay, then yeah, you do.
Yeah.
No, you have my temporary HP of 9 on top of your 7.
Oh shit, you're right. You're totally right. I did forget that. So you know what? I'll take the chance. I'll go.
You
for
could also do a different order of operations. It would require the DM letting you go back a little bit, but you could use your action to disengage and then put your armor on next round.
True.
But I'm the last. Since I'm literally the last person to go in the initiative, I think I would rather just be safe.
Fair.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna put the armor on, and then I'll stay put.
All right. That brings us to Gnoll number 1, the sword and shield boy, or I think he's got a club and a shield. I'll roll on you, Bwon. That is a 19 on the die plus 3. That definitely hits. He does bludgeoning damage here again. This guy's rolling like a fucking maniac, even though he's not the damage one. You take 7 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, minus 5, so...
Okay, another 2 bludgeoning. Getting bruised up a little bit.
Yeah, getting a little bruised up.
Gonna attempt to bite you with a nat 1. He almost stumbles forward as he just completely misses you, just ferally trying to reach out and bite you with his jaws. That brings us to the next Gnoll, which is the man with the
You ain't shit, man.
That's a 4. He fucking completely misses, tries to bite you afterwards. 7 completely misses. Next one.
Your mother's a bitch.
Before your go, Bwon. This one is this one right here. It's going to go ahead and swing at Veilindra again. That's a fucking 2 on the die. That one misses as well. Bwon, it's your go.
I'm going to step a little closer. Towards the one. Why won't it let me move? There we go. Alrighty, I'm gonna step a little closer so that I'm still not leaving the attack range of all 3 of them, but I'm getting closer to put the other one within my attack range.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to acid bite blade him.
Okay.
So basically, I am going to make a weapon attack. Oh, that fucking for sure hits. That's a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that absolutely hits.
Okay, so if he attacks anybody else other than me, he takes 1d8 plus my wisdom modifier of damage. additional to my whatever my weapon damage is right now.
Okay.
So
Which one was that again? It was this one or this one?
It was the one that has been attacking.
Okay, this one. Yep.
That is 6 plus 5. That is 11. 11 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Big hit to him.
hmm And that is going to be my turn, my totem turn. I am going to re-roll for my temp HP.
Okay.
No shit, I got a 4 again. Okay, so yeah, I'm back to 9 temp HP.
Okay. And now the other one will take a turn. That is a fucking 19 on the die as it shoots its crossbow at your totem. Doing...
My totem has 15 HP health.
Holy shit, okay. And it does 5 piercing damage.
Okay.
Okay, Veilindra, it's your turn.
Alrighty, how are these gnolls looking? Is one of them worse off than the other?
This one is the only one who's been hit so far, because Bwon rolled a 1 against this one in his first round. This one has not been hit at all, and this one also hasn't been hit. So this one is the only one that's been hit, but it doesn't look very good.
So I'm gonna focus the one right in front of me, and cast Mind Flay. It's a cantrip,
Okay.
and the target must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or take 1d8 psychic damage.
Okay, Wisdom saving throw. That's a net 1.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay, and then is the D100 die the D8? Which one is it? I can't remember which one it looks like.
No, the D8 is the one that looks like a diamond.
Oh, the diamond?
Yeah, the one
Yeah.
that looks like a diamond. That's the D8.
Oh, I see. Oh. That color just doesn't mix well with my eyeballs. Hell yeah. I got a 7.
Nice.
Alrighty, and then if I use the spell again next round, it takes a 1d12. So just
Sweet, so it took
letting you
7
know.
damage there. In this moment, the Gnoll pivots, and you can see it starting to turn this way to run, but it's not its turn yet. But you definitely see as it takes this damage, it drops its weapon and begins to run. And that brings us to the top of the turn order, where the one with the shield is gonna go ahead and move here-ish. Yeah, there. Because it wants to try and strike you from behind, Bwon, with its club that it's just been absolutely slaying with today. It rolls a 2, absolutely dogshit.
I duck below it.
And a 3 on its bite attack. It does
Gotta be
fucking-
quicker than that.
As you go to a duck down to miss the club, the other one with its rather large axe decides to take a swing at you as well with the axe. That is a 16 plus 4 for a dirty 20 to hit you.
That hits.
Okay.
Let it do 3 damage. Fuck him.
This one is going to do a d10. 9 total slashing damage to you.
Okay. Minus my 5 or...
So 4 damage to your temp HP essentially.
Yeah.
And it's going to try and bite you as well after it kind of slashes you. You're the scent of your blood lingering in the air, and it fucking misses, of course. And then the other one that dropped its weapon and is turning to run, runs this way. It takes an attack of op from both of you. Though Veilindra, I don't know if you have anything that you actually use to melee attack. I don't think you can use a spell unless you have Warcaster. So
She can kick it.
Would it? I have a staff. Would it be a staff attack?
Yeah.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
for it.
Let me find out how to use it. 1d6 plus 2.
Well, I
you gotta
am
roll the
higher
hit
in the
first.
turn order than
Yeah.
you, so let me roll first. I definitely did not hit. So
Me neither. I rolled a
I rolled-
9.
I rolled a 3, and I have a plus 6 to hit. So
You guys definitely haven't been out in Elwyn Forest getting your weapon expertise up. Okay, so both of your opportunity attacks miss as it begins to just completely run away from you. Weapon dropped on the ground, like right in here. And then we'll move to the one with the crossbow again. Takes another shot at your totem. With a 17 on the die. What is its... +3, so dirty 20 to hit again. And damage.
So I forgot to add my attack bonus to the last thing. It was actually a 13. It's a +4, just if that makes a difference.
Oh, that does hit, yeah.
Okay, hell yeah. I'm just gonna roll it in here. It takes 5 damage.
Okay. It's very hurt and like limping away from you guys now. Bwon, your totem takes 6 piercing damage.
okay. So in total, it's received 11, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And that is back to the top of the turn. Shield Boy gonna take another swing at you, Bwon. It doesn't really seem to understand that the totem is probably the intended target, or like ought to be. That's an 18 on the die. You have a 19 AC, right? So that doesn't, or not an 18 on the die, excuse me. That's an 18 overall, and you have 19 AC, right?
That is correct.
Okay. It misses. It also misses on its bite attack. Axe Boy's going to take another swing on you. Neither of them really understanding the intent of the combat. It misses. Misses on its bite attack as well. And we'll move on to Club Boy, who just continues to move out of range.
Wait, I didn't get to take my turn.
Wait. No,
You
so
just
you're
did the crossbow, so it would actually be Veilindra's turn after the crossbow one, right?
No, you're absolutely right. I apologize. Yeah, Veilindra, you go, and then all 3 of these gnolls go before you do, Bwon, and then you take your turn before this one. Crossbow goes and has been continuously trying to hit your fucking totem, and then Veilindra goes. But Veilindra, yeah, you go. I apologize.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hit the same one with a Mind Flay. It has a 120
Yeah, you're good.
reach. And so it takes
It
it's got
failed
a
the wisdom.
wisdom.
Yeah, it failed. They rolled a 7, so.
Okay, hell yeah. So 1d12. I don't know what the d12 looks like. Is it the hexagon?
It's the one with a bunch of pentagrams on it.
Yeah, pentagrams, that's what I meant.
Metal as fuck.
Damn it, it's 5.
Yeah, you kill it. Tell me how it looks as you
Oh,
flay this
God.
creature's mind and it falls down to the ground lifeless and dead.
So, I don't know what the animation is for any of this, but I just imagine, because it's a mind psychic type deal, that she taps 2 fingers to her forehead and then swipes and points at it to cast a spell towards it.
Okay. Shadowy energies manifest around this creature's head for just a moment, kind of perceptively, before it collapses down to the ground dead. And that brings us, we already went through the first 2 gnolls' turn. Bwon, it's your go.
Okay. I'm going to elemental shock, flame shock, the one in the distance. Yeah.
Okay.
That one. So I'm going to make a weapon spell attack against the creature. And it takes 2d10 damage and suffers the listed effect. If the attack hits at the start of its turn, it takes 1d10 fire damage, unless it takes an action to douse the fire.
Okay.
Alrighty, so what is my spell attack to hit? Spell attack bonus is 6. Okay. Fuck! Fuck! That's a fucking 2. Plus 6 is 8 to hit.
That misses.
Fuck me.
You see the like magic of the fire manifests around the creature, but fizzles out before it actually like catches on it. The ancestors not be listening today, man.
I not be doing my daily sacrifice.
Sacrifice? What do you need to sacrifice every day?
I will agree dead man. And then let's see, what can I can't really bonus action anything, I don't think. Let's see. Yeah, no, I can't bonus action anything, and I don't have multi-attack, so that'd be it, man.
Have your totem take its turn as well. I guess it doesn't really matter. You have max temp HP, right? That it can give.
Let me double check, man.
I
No,
think you both do.
I only have 5 HP right now. 5 max HP on it, of mine. So I'm gonna re-roll it. No shit, a 4 again, dog. Okay, well I'm back to 9.
Okay. The one with the crossbow is going to go ahead and take its turn before Veilindra. That is a 15 on the die, plus 3 for 18. Okay, means beats. Let's see what it does in damage. It does 5 piercing damage.
Well, so that's out of your temp HP, Caitlin. So you should still have 4 left.
Okay, gotcha.
Does the temp HP last when the totem goes down?
It's only while the totem is up.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And you're within the range. It's only while it's up and you're in the range.
Interesting. Cool. I will use that in the future for sure to kill you guys. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so that's that one's turn. Veilindra, your go. I will say that I think you're out of like attack of opportunity range. Technically, you might be within this one's range, but I feel like it would have to like reach across Bwon, which like doesn't make a whole lot of fucking sense.
Okay. Well, I will just go ahead and cast another Mind Flay at that one. So
Which one?
Which one?
Oh, sorry, the one that you were moving, this one.
Okay.
And it needs to succeed a Wisdom saving throw.
It does not. That's a 5 on the die.
Hell yeah. Where's that one? Okay. That's a 6.
Okay. Takes 6 psychic damage.
Mm-hmm. And I will just go ahead and start walking this way.
I would do your max movement. Like make them move to you.
Oh, okay.
Don't just stick around.
Because this one, right, for an example of that is this one right here could walk to you and not leave Bwon's like damage or like, you know, opportunity radius or danger radius. Still probably hit you. And Bwon can't take an attack of op, but if you move that way and it decides to try and chase after you, then he gets an attack of opportunity at the very least, you know.
Okay, so that's my full range. Are you sure you want me there?
Since you're mind flaying, yeah, you can go for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mind flay being 120 is nice. You can just fucking
Yeah, that's true. I can do it from anywhere, so
fucking be in China and doing it.
that's my turn.
Okay, cool. It's now Shield Boy, and I think he's going to see the Night Elf moving and decide to move after, so take your attack of op one.
Okay. 10 to hit.
A 10 to hit?
Yep.
That misses.
Fuck me.
Okay. As he moves up, misses the attack of Op. He also misses you. You have an AC of 14, right?
He does, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that is a 13 total to hit, so it misses. We're going to move to Axe Boy now. Just going to take a swing on you, Bwon. He misses as well. And I think that Crossbow is going to move up to like... Actually, no, it's not Crossbow's turn. Your turn, Bwon.
Where ya think you're going? And I'm gonna run at you know what? Actually, here's what I'm gonna do. Well, fuck, I can't cast 2 spells in the same turn, damn it. Right, I can't cast a bonus action spell and an action spell in the same turn.
Not if they're leveled spells.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Fuck it, dude. I'm going full send. Alrighty. I'm going to cast bonus action Thunderous Smite.
Okay.
And run at the one that's at Caitlyn.
Okay.
Triggering that one's attack of opportunity.
It rolls a dirty 20 on its attack of Op, so let me
So
roll
it
damage
hits.
on it. That is 8 slashing damage.
Okay. I still have 6 temp HP.
I hope you guys are ready for some goblin spit.
Well, I'm just taking temp HP currently, so
Oh, true, actually.
I'm looking perfectly fine. I'm going to make a melee weapon attack against the one that is fighting Caitlyn.
Okay.
I am going to use Acid Bite Blade again.
Go for it.
That is a 13 to hit.
13 misses.
Motherfucker, bro! Okay, well, that's my fucking turn. What the fuck be going on, man? I do my prayer, I sacrifice to the gods every day. Where are my...
Every day!
Maybe you
Where
should
be
just
my
calm
juju?
down. Take a deep breath. Here, have some incense.
You don't be understanding, man. These dogs, they be messing with dark power. Offset my juju.
Okay, so it is not Axeboy's turn. I don't know why I'm moving him. It is this one's turn. He's going to move up to, like, here. And go ahead and take a shot at you, Bwon. It's a fucking 8 on the die. That definitely doesn't hit. And it's Veilindra's turn.
He swings at me. I duck, look back at him, and go, "Can't you tell I'm busy, man?"
It just, like, mindlessly cackles at you.
Okay, so this is the same one that I hit last time, so I'm gonna hit it again, and it needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, let's see what it rolls. That is a... It actually saves on that.
Okay,
Roll a 14 on the die.
damn. Well, then it doesn't take shit.
Okay. It is now Shield Boy's turn. As you like roll up and miss on it, I think it's gonna just continue to attack Veilindra. And it misses. It's now Axe Boy's turn. He's gonna move up. Swing on you, Bwon. That is an 18 to hit. It misses. Fucking crazy that you have an 18 or an AC of 19. And it's now your turn again, Bwon. You might be muted.
Alrighty. No,
There
I
we
was
go.
just deciding on what I want to do. Okay, well, the Thunder Smite is up to a minute, so I can still potentially get redemption here. I'm going to take a melee attack. Yeah. Fuck it.
Send it.
I fucking shit you not, I just nat one, bro.
The Loa are just not your friend today, dude.
I started a session off with a fucking nat 20.
You
And
knew
this
it was
is
gonna
what-
be terrible, dude.
This is what. Fuck, man. I'm retiring that die for the night. That D20's fucking sent to jail.
Next time you need
Go
to
clean your juju.
support the D20 whenever it does a good job. That way, maybe it will.
I did support it. I said Bwon be doing great, man.
Bow guy's gonna like move a little bit up here and then shoot his bow towards you again. One that is a dirty 20 to hit.
Why you be flanking, man? Fight me like a true champion.
It does. Oh, not much. It does 5 slashing or piercing damage to you. Excuse me.
Oh, did you kill my totem?
Yes.
Oh shit. Okay. So it did 5 damage to me. Well, I reduced it by 5, so I take 0.
Cool. That's like the most disgusting thing known to man. Although I guess like later on you don't scale that well. It's interesting to me that like Shaman is so tanky in this, whereas Enhancement Shaman in Classic WoW was like it was one of the big drawbacks, right? You wear leather for so long that you're like not very tanky. At least compared to like Paladins, for example, on the Alliance side. Okay, so you take 0 damage from that. It is Veilindra's turn, and then back to the top of initiative.
Alright, so I'm going to... This one right here in between us still looks like it has a lot of health.
I will tell you that I don't think it's been hit a single time.
So I have missed like almost every single one of my melee weapon attacks. So yeah, there's that.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit that shit with a Mind Sliver instead.
Okay.
So it must succeed on an intelligence saving throw.
It fucking definitely doesn't.
Hell yeah. So it is going to take 1d6 psychic damage and subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes before the end of my next turn.
Okay.
Oh, that's busted. Mind Sliver into the Mind Fray? Oh my god. That is actually busted.
Okay, and then I gotta roll a d6 real quick.
Yep.
Oh, that's just a 1.
Okay, it takes 1 psychic damage.
It takes 1 psychic damage.
You called them a real mean name. Convincing.
But also, I mean, I debuffed it for, you know...
She says
any
bad
saving
dog to it, and it goes, oh. Okay, so that is the end of Veilindra's turn. As you, like, bad dog this, hyena thing, it's gonna go ahead and try to swing its club on you again, missing. Fucking insane. I'm about to retire that D20 too.
Thank goodness.
Axe Boy's gonna take a swing on you, Bwon. Also missing, sick. And then it's your turn, Bwon.
One's gonna take another melee attack.
Still got that fucking smite rolling. Here we go.
That is a 16 to hit. Does that hit?
Yes, that does hit.
This motherfucker takes so much damage right here.
Got that Wind Fury proc. Let's go, baby.
Okay, so I am rolling 3d6s. The first one is a 6.
Okay.
Second one's a 1, so I'm at 7. 5. So we're looking at 13 damage. Or
Okay.
12 damage. Sorry, 12 damage. We're looking at 12 damage.
Big
Plus my wisdom modifier of 5. So 12 plus 5, 17 damage. 6 of it is thunder damage, and the remaining is bludgeoning.
Okay, that brings us to, as you like describe kind of like what the thunderous smite looks like as you smack the dog shit out of this gnoll.
I reach my mace up, and you just see this orb of lightning start to trace around my mace as I swing down and make contact with the gnoll in front of us.
I think it, in that moment, surprises maybe not only you, but also the gnoll, as it hasn't taken any damage from you from behind yet. It hasn't really taken any damage from you at all yet, only from Veilindra. And so as you do that, and all of a sudden you not only draw blood, but the thunderous smite, kind of like the electricity running throughout it, kind of breaks some of its ribs as well. As you see it also now begin to turn and attempt to run, but it's not its turn yet as we move to the crossbow guy, who's going to take another shot at you, Bwon. That's a fucking 18 to hit, and that misses again. Insane. Brings us to the top of the turn. This one's going to take an attack of op from both of you as it runs away.
Hell yeah. So last time I did I can hold my quarterstaff with one or two hands and the damage is different. I rolled it after, even if I used two hands it was the same, so I didn't bring it up. But I'm gonna roll with two hands this time, which is 1d8, just so you know.
Okay.
And I rolled a 14 for attack.
14 misses it. Bwon, what do you roll in your attack about?
On that one.
Okay, it continues to run.
Oh man!
You just need to fucking throw away all your d20s. Go buy new ones.
It'd be looking that way, man.
Jeff Bezos cursed them, man.
Axe Boy is going to go ahead and try to swing on you, Bwon. That fucking definitely hits. It's a 22 to hit. And we'll roll the damage on it. And that is 8 slashing damage.
You smell bad, man. Alrighty.
Yay!
And it is now your turn, Bwon.
It's a bad day to be you, man. As I cast Lightning Shield.
Okay.
I'm going to run at the ranged one.
Okay.
So I
you
trigger
do
the
take an-
attack of opportunity.
Yep. And that is a 20 on the die.
Okay, so what Lightning Shield does, give me 1 second.
Mhm.
I summon motes of lightning to orbit my body until the spell ends. Whenever a creature hits you with a melee attack, it takes 1d4 plus 1 lightning damage.
Okay. So roll your d4 and I'll roll damage for this.
It takes 3 lightning damage.
Okay, and you in return take 18 slashing damage.
Oh! Oh, you crit me? Fuck.
Yeah, rolled a 20.
18 minus 5, 13. 13. Okay. I ain't looking good. I got 12 health.
Okay, and so the lightning shield is your action, right?
Yeah, let's see. I don't think I can bonus action heal myself, so
Okay.
yeah, I don't have a bonus action heal.
The one with the crossbow is going to just go ahead and take its turn on you. It fucking misses. And Veilindra, your go.
Alrighty, I am going to. Boop, 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 boop. Going to do the mind flay on the one in front of me.
Okay.
So it's a wisdom saving throw.
It fails with a 2 on the die.
Oh, hell yeah. So it takes 1d8 of psychic damage. Which is a 1.
Okay.
Oh my fucking god, dude.
We need better dice.
This one is going to continue running as we move to the top of initiative. It is now fucking pretty far away from you guys, starting to just completely run out of your line of sight. Not quite there yet, though. Once it reaches the edge of the map, we'll say that it's been kind of out of your line. Axe Boy is... Would he continue after or see the Night Elf in front of him? Let me make a roll on it. Great, I rolled a fucking 10. I'm going to say it continues after you. And he's going to take a swing on you, Bwon. He rolls a 2, misses. It's your turn.
Okay. I am going to now be very happy he did come back and attack me. I am going to hit him with a Chilling Blade. So if he takes a reaction, he takes an additional 1d8 of cold damage if I land this hit. Does a 13 hit?
Yes, a 13 hits him.
Fucking thank God.
You're doing this on Axe Boy, right? This one?
Yeah, on Axe
Okay.
Boy. He takes 8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then I am going to move behind this guy.
And I think he'll take the reaction still either way. So he's going to swing on you and miss and go ahead and roll the damage.
Two additional cold damage.
Okay. It is now this one's turn. It is probably just going to continue to try to shoot you, I think. With a 10 on the die, that misses. Veilindra, it's your go.
Okay, and I'm gonna try and mind flay this guy again.
Here we go.
He needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
He makes it with a 20.
God damn it.
That's a
Well-
wise ass fucking axe wielder right there.
That's a wise axe wielder for sure. I suppose I'm just gonna come up here a little bit,
Okay.
get a better vantage point. And
Alright.
that'll be my turn.
That brings us to Shield Guy, who runs further away out of your line of sight and is gone. Then Axe Guy is, I think, going to continue. Actually, his HP is pretty low. He's going to run away. And that brings us to your turn, Bwon.
Nah, you can't be running, man. And he's gonna chase after him. Let's see if he's in my movement. Oh shit. Measure. He be in my movement, man.
This Gnoll is going to take his attack of up on you.
Okay.
That is a 19 to hit you with like a scimitar that he has.
Okay.
That does 5 slashing damage that you mitigate, so it does nothing to you.
And it takes 1d4 plus 1 lightning damage.
Oh, true.
It takes 3 lightning damage.
Okay. Do you take any actions on your turn?
I'm going to Booming Blade the guy trying to run from us for a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Alrighty. Thank the gods. The Loa be looking down on me now. Watching my greatness as I roll a... he takes 6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, describe how you do this.
As I'm running away and that other guy tries to make an attack on me, the lightning arcs back and hits him. And then that's kind of as I'm swinging down, I'm like running at this guy in front of me as I'm swinging down on him, and I just hit him right on the back of the head with my mace, and he just falls over flat.
Nice. Okay, it comes to Crossbow Boy's turn. He's gonna drop the scimitar, and try and fucking hit you with the crossbow again. That is a nat 20 on the die. Let's fucking go. This die is insane.
Oh, that not be looking good for me, man.
He does 10 piercing damage.
Okay. So he does 5 piercing damage. So I have 7 health.
Okay. Veilindra, it's your go.
We not be looking good, man.
How much closer does this guy look like?
He hasn't been touched, I don't believe, other than through the like electric damage that you just saw him take from trying to hit Bwon.
That's kind of what I was thinking. So I'm gonna do Mind Sliver on him. So
Okay.
he needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
He fails.
Hell yeah. So he's gonna take 1d6 damage and subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw before the end of my next turn.
Awesome.
The d6 is... It fell off 1 second. A 4.
Okay. And with that, we're back to your turn, Bwon.
What would Bwon do? WBD. Alrighty. Bwon's gonna Thunderous Smite.
Okay.
Actually, I retract that. Bwon is not gonna Thunderous Smite. I forgot that my lightning shield was still up. Bwon's gonna lift his mace over his head and run at the Gnoll. Speaking in Kalimag.
Okay.
If anybody, well, Caitlin, do you speak Kalimag?
Nope.
Okay. I assume this Gnoll doesn't speak Kalimag.
I don't believe Gnolls do, no.
Alrighty.
So you're just fucking straight shouting gibberish to everybody around.
Yep, basically. You hear this as I swing over my head. And I'm gonna make a melee attack with
You get him, Bwon.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do just regular old
Send it.
chilling blade, I guess. You know what? Actually, no. I'm gonna do booming blade on him if he fucking runs. I want him gone. Yeah, I'm booming blading him. 15 to hit again.
That does hit.
Alrighty. Okay. Let's see. What do I do? My damage is a D6. He takes 8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. He, with it being his turn, decides to run. How much does he take from the booming blade?
1d8.
Roll the d8.
That is 3, plus he triggers my attack of opportunity.
Roll the attack of op.
That fucking definitely misses. That'd be a 13.
That
Wait,
hits.
no, 12. Sorry, no, 12. It'd be 12.
Oh, okay. That. What is his AC actually? No, that hits. Describe how you. He has literally 1 HP, so we'll cool it. Yeah, describe how he, like, once he triggers the booming blade and then you kind of smash him at the same time as he attempts to run away. How do you end this Gnoll's life?
He triggers the booming blade, takes like 2 additional steps out of my range, and since I last round had both hands on my mace and had it kind of lifted above my head, I just like tomahawk throw it at the fucking Gnoll as he runs away and clonk him in the back of the head.
Nice. Okay, that ends this combat. Good job, you two.
We don't plan on eating these for dinner, too, right?
Nah, they be diseased.
Yeah.
Playing with that
awful.
dark voodoo.
That's awful.
Bwon's gonna go search them.
Okay.
Look through their pockets. Give me your
Roll.
copper!
Roll investigation, and we'll just roll it for all 3. So you'll only roll it once, but we'll use it for all 3.
Well, I have a -1 to investigation, Caitlin, so... Keep that in mind.
Let's see what I have. Oh, I have a +1 to investigate it.
Well, I rolled a 9 on the die, so I got an 8 for my investigation. Bwon's
Okay.
not even convinced these were Gnolls.
Yeah,
These
Bwon-
were just like those guys that were in our party before. He thinks that they're in a gang and that this was a trap. I'm just kidding. But
One, like, you're looking at, like, their weapons, and you see that, like, you know, the one with the crossbow, you have no fucking use for a crossbow, so you just kind of, like, throw it off to the side. And you don't really find a whole lot on the Gnolls. They have, like, hide armor on, so you're not necessarily interested in that either. You find what appears to be some type of, like, rock in one of their pockets, or, like, you know, it's like, it's not really a pocket, but it's like a portion of kind of like their hide vest that they have on, and you're like, for a moment, just a moment, you're like, damn, this is a weird looking copper, and then you realize that it's a rock. Veilindra, roll your investigation.
Okay, cool. Alright, that's 13 + 1, which is a 14.
Okay, on a 14, you notice that, like, you know, the one has a shield that maybe Diminetus would like. It's maybe like a slight bit bigger than he would maybe use. You see Bwon, like, toss aside the crossbow, and maybe Valen would like that. You're not really sure. You haven't really seen either of them use anything. The club and the axe appear to be too big for anybody other than maybe Bwon to use, because you're not really interested in that kind of weaponry either.
Mhm.
You see that they have hide armor on, and there are, some like, I don't want to say like trinkets because that's weird in World of Warcraft, but you see that like they have these kind of like witchcraft, like handmade, like things that are made out of like sticks and tied with strings that have like a skull on it. It's almost like it was meant for some type of like witchcraft ritual. You see that two of them have these kind of like little things on them. You're not sure if maybe you could like sell that to some kind of like a tradesperson. Maybe they would like it just to like spin a story off of it or something like that. But it might be worth selling. And yeah, as you guys collect all of that, and you can add that to your character sheet or wherever you'd like to take note of it. For you two, that ends the combat. You guys continue to kind of search around the nearby fields, avoiding those creatures, because you see them and like certain kind of encampments off in the distance. You see like big kind of bonfires like raising up and like pillars of smoke raising up in the distance. And you eventually find what you believe to be like a normal amount of like oats, wheat, barley, some like different kind of scattered herbs and stuff that you found throughout the region. Bwon, you specifically find lion's mane and peace bloom. I'll say you find 5 peace bloom and 7 lion's mane, or actually earth root. We'll change lion's mane into earth root. You think that the donkey might like the peace bloom, but you know that the donkey doesn't like earth root. But you can use that in the future for any kind of alchemy thing that you want to do. And then, you begin heading on your way back. And for the other two, we will shift back to you guys as we're going to go ahead and take our break. Unless, Elliot, do you need to do your cat thing at like 7 to 7:15?
Oh, it's going to be around 9.
Okay, cool. So we'll go ahead and take a 10-minute break and be back here at 6:50 CST, 7:50 EST.
Sounds good.
Radical.
Intermission.
Okay, so now that we're bringing it back to our goblin and our gnome on their adventures to rewire one of these harvest golems, what is your intended goal so that I can set a DC for you on your next couple of rolls?
Sorry, you first.
I was gonna say we definitely talked a little bit in the in-character text RP just to like play around a bit, but I have 2 ranged weapons in my inventory that I'm probably likely never going to use unless we encounter buzzards again and they're flying really high above us, and even then I only need 1 of them.
True.
Would I be able to incorporate my light crossbow into one of its arms?
Yeah. Give me a Tinker's Tools dexterity roll.
That's really high. 24.
Yeah, you're able to pretty seamlessly do it, and as a part of its multi attack, it takes 2 attacks per turn. It can take 1 crossbow attack as part of its multi attack.
Awesome.
Yeah, all Vinny is doing is working on the its patrol box. It's got like its range of patrol and making it a variable so that they can not only control where to patrol, like, hey, patrol in that room over there where there's a pocket watch. But maybe if it survives, it can patrol with them.
Okay. Give me... So you've already made 1 roll. Give me another dexterity with your screwdriver.
Yeah. That's a nat 20, my buddy.
Nice. So you are able to
Hell
bypass
yeah.
the next roll, and on that natural 20 with your goblin engineering skills, you understand that, like, you have, from what I read at least, no fucking intent to ride in this thing ever, or control it, like, from within the actual golem itself. And you instead decide to create a little remote control that gives you the ability to like press a button, and you can kind of control just like basic rudimentary movements with it. You can press a button for it to go forward, backwards, etc. It's like, you know, goblin technology, a little janky, you know, because you're kind of working with what you have in the immediate vicinity, and kind of from its, you're repurposing some parts from the golem itself. So, you know, it's not the prettiest looking remote in the world, but you have essentially programmed the CPU to follow the basic rudimentary commands of your remote.
Good.
And back to our gnome. What is your next goal? Do you have any?
I've been kind of just thinking to myself, and there's one I do have in mind, but I don't know how applicable it would be. And it would probably be something that I would need some more rare materials or components to actually make it happen. But I could probably like start like laying the groundwork for it if we ended up keeping this thing for some reason as a long-term mech servant. The idea I had was kind of inspired by Bwon's totem and its sort of like pseudo-regenerative effect that it had. And so I'm thinking of something in that similar vein of like a defensive field. Whether that be some sort of defensive repulsion field to give like a bonus to AC, or something more similar to Bwon's where it's like a, you know, temporary hit points to each person.
So I'll say that after, give me an intellect roll with your tools.
Yeah, because I figure this is something that's like not going to be anytime soon, but I want to try and get that brainchild started. That's an 18. I don't add as much though, so I think it's actually going to be, yeah, it's a 24. Same as my last roll, because I add a little bit less, but I rolled higher.
Okay, so I'll say that you understand this creature, having had a moment to like look at its internals and stuff like that. You understand that these creatures operate pretty heavily on a version of electricity. You could reorient some wires, maybe add a couple of different ingredients, and allow it to have kind of like an electro-repulsion field. Not something that like consistently lasts, but maybe, you know, you could add a little button to... Yeah, you could add a little button to the remote where, you know, once per, you know, whatever we fucking decide, it is able to do kind of an AoE burst of electricity to repulse things away from it and do a little bit of damage.
Okay.
And I'll say, in terms of the ingredients needed, give me a moment. I want to look up a name of something that I fucking forgot.
Ooh. Probably going to need a true silver transformer for this.
While you're doing that, if there's a third thing, Valen would be installing voice modulation so that when it aggroes, it has a battle cry that says, in its robotic form, "It's clobbering time."
Okay. Roll for it.
It's harvesting time.
Okay, 21.
Yeah, you absolutely are able to install that. Diminetus, you hear him over there recording the like voice modulator essentially for what it's supposed to say, and you just see this goblin kind of like speaking into this remote that he's fashioned out of like parts that are around, and from like within the actual creature itself, and is like, "It's clobbering time," into the remote.
You know what? Hearing that, I'm going to start kind of like, not deviating necessarily on my plan, but I'm going to make it more open, so it's like going to have like two circuits. It can either be defensive, or it can use, instead of giving a defensive charge, it can give a one-time charge to its fists for like extra electrical punch.
Diminetus, you're gonna need a copper modulator and let's do a copper modulator and a copper tube in order to, actually 2 copper tubes in order to be able to have the defensive and the offensive augment.
Okay. I'm fine with going up with that too and having it be like something even pushed back further, like if we need like some form of like a special gem to channel it or something. Like
yeah, let's
power
add
core for more energy to like actually make sure it has the charge it needs.
let's add malachite.
Okay.
Okay. This process takes you guys probably, I would say, like in total, having kind of defeated the golem, and now you've worked on the golem, and you're kind of continuing to work on the golem. It takes you guys probably like 2 to 3 hours in total, from start to finish, and then Veilindra and Bwon end up making their way back. They have, handfuls and sackfuls of oats, barley, wheat, assorted different herbs and stuff for the donkey as necessary.
Welcome back. You two look beat up. Well, one of you, anyway.
Bwon's voice is just very distant.
Sorry, I realized he was muted. I was like, oh shit.
I said welcome back.
We be done fighting 4 of them little dog men running around biting me and shit. One's done. And he goes inside the animal pen.
Oh,
Yeah, we definitely took a little bit of a beating, for sure.
All right. Get closer. I've got a heal for you. Come on.
Bwon, get back out here. He's got a heal for us.
Are you trying to feed the donkey first, Bwon?
I set down the oats. And then
Okay.
go out there.
All right, and as you two get closer, and I'm gonna see if I can. All right, just stand close. This isn't part of the normal medical. Well, first off, and he'll manually address the bite wounds and kind of just clean them a little bit. The light does only so much, but you gotta make sure this doesn't get infected. And once he cleans the wounds properly, then he will go ahead and he'll. It's kind of an Anduin kind of thing where he'll kind of throw his palm in the air, and kind of a stream of light comes up and covers them in a dome as he casts Prayer of Healing on the group. So everyone within 30 feet gets healing. So let me roll that. It could have been better. 12 points of healing.
Very nice.
That's quite a lot. Thank you.
Absolutely.
no saliva this time. This is a significantly more effective version.
Well, it's more of a AoE kind of, area. Spit only does like 1 wound at a time. I can't just spit on everybody,
You could, that would be hardly sanitary, though.
Well, and I'd get dry mouth and cotton mouth, and that wouldn't be any fun, would it?
Yeah, you would need extra rations of water. No, that's hardly...
Yeah, about an hour of rest would do.
And you guys see at this point, Diminetus is no longer in warrior gear. He has doffed his gambeson and is wearing essentially just like a very like plain white cotton shirt and just like some overalls. He's in full mechanic mode now.
How much was the heal again? Sorry.
Oh god, let me look at it again.
12?
12, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Well, we've been having pretty good successes here on our end. The golem is coming along nicely. Dr. Valen was able to come up with quite the program for commanding it, and it seems to be rather easy enough. We've added on a bolt-throwing attachment for it. And we have some future plans, should it survive what the day brings.
Yeah, I think this guy's ready to go meet our watch guarding friend.
And then that axe that I found, was it a one-handed axe or a two-handed axe?
It's a two-handed axe.
Ooh.
And then we feed the donkey.
You guys go into the stall where the donkey is currently being kept, and it is already just face deep in the oats that you left it with.
Nice.
Veilindra, I think that you also had some stuff on you as well. You can choose to either leave it there or kind of put it up and store it for later on if you'd like.
Does it look like that the oats that it has is enough for this amount of feeding, or does it look like half a portion?
I would say that the donkey is pretty. You knew that it was pretty hungry already. That's kind of why they sent you out. And then I would say that it could probably use a bit more. It only has oats that Bwon left it as well. So there's barley and wheat and other things as well that it could potentially use.
Okay, yeah. Then I would definitely I would have gotten a little bit of everything as we were walking. So I would go ahead and give him what I had picked up throughout the way.
Okay.
All right.
I also would hand out the shield and the crossbow to see if anybody wanted it. That's all I had time to write down.
Okay.
But any of the loot that we had gotten, I would see if anybody wanted any of it.
Ooh, that crossbow's a little big for me. Well, I could replace the one that I used for the golem with that, but I don't think that's necessary.
Use it for parts for something else. You never know.
I could scavenge both of those for parts.
We could put the shield on the golem to have a shield arm.
That would be interesting too.
I don't know that it would be able to effectively use the shield in any...
I've seen shields used to knock people senseless, so it can bash
That's
one when it's swinging
true.
around.
It would ensure nobody came up to it and tried to tamper with it, maybe.
Like we did.
Oh. Perhaps we could put the shield on the back and cover the access port you've created.
Give it protection. That's a good idea.
Might be better to put it there, and we'll know that we have to, lift that to get under there and get at it.
And we can create a hook and latch system.
Easy enough.
Yeah.
Okay, which one of you is doing it?
I'll do.
Let's see you put your gnomish mind to use, and he'll encourage the gnome, basically giving him guidance. So you have a D4 to roll.
Oh.
Okay, give me a dexterity with your tools.
That's not bad. Let me add the D4. That's a 1 on the D4, but that's still pretty good.
All right, I'm not the best teacher, but...
Dirty 20.
Okay, yeah, you do it without any kind of issue.
Easy enough. Just give it a slight rotate and it lifts right up and latches right here.
Perfect.
And then you just have to rotate it again and it falls back into place and locks itself.
Good find with the shield.
Indeed.
Okay. So now you guys know that you need to go to Benny Blanco's in order to try to retrieve the family heirloom of the Furlbrows. Is your goal to like... Actually, yeah, I'll let you guys kind of discuss what your strategy is for that. Dr. Valen, give me a history check.
All right. That's going to be a 4.
Okay. You know that Benny Blanco spends a lot of his time alone. He rarely ever has any kind of comrades near him. He is fiercely, on a 4, you know that he's pretty fiercely protective over that watch. And really, he's like almost more of a goblin than you in some senses, in terms of like, he just really likes shiny things. Yeah, I'll say that's what you know on a 4.
Okay. So here's an idea. What if I go in first and say, "Help! I'm being chased by a rabid robot," and then Malachite here charges in and starts attacking him, and then I could take him from behind, and you guys can come in and finish him, I guess.
That's not a terrible idea.
How we gonna be getting me in there, man?
It's just on the edge. It's not like we're going inside. Isn't it like a building on the side, not like in the center?
Yeah, it's like on the side of a farm.
Yeah, so we can sneak you in on the side without you spotting attention.
Got ya. They never see me coming.
That's the hope.
Should I go with him? The sneaky one?
Well, I would go in first, and then as soon as you hear the conflict inside, the 3 of you rush in. As an idea. And of course he gives the remote to Sir Diminetus. Unless you have another idea.
Totems left in me, man.
Do you need a rest? Do we need a rest? A short rest?
Let me see. I can't remember if I get them back on a short rest or if it's a long rest.
Otherwise, I'm good to go.
Oh yeah, I can just get it for a short rest. I can get my totem back.
Well, you want to have lunch?
Yeah, this is perfect. Bwon in the short rest, Bwon is going to set up his alchemy set and craft 2 potions of lion strength with the earth root and peace bloom that I have.
Okay.
What are we going to say they do in game?
Let me think about that for a moment, actually.
Well, a short rest is an hour, so I usually think of it as like a lunch break where you sit down, eat, chill, chat.
Yeah, I mean, it only takes 10 seconds to craft 2 potions. It's 5 seconds each.
Well, in game, you still got to set up your alchemy.
Yeah.
And...
Now
let's
would
say...
be fine, I think, even with lunch.
Let's say that the lion strength potion for 1 hour will grant you advantage rolls on like being frightened plus 1 strength modifier. Or like 1 strength, so if you're at 19 strength you get 20, for example.
It's pretty strong.
Strong like a lion.
Mm-hmm. That would make it so I only have to take -1 to my strength rolls.
Okay, well, we're taking a short rest then, I guess.
Yep.
Okay, feel free to also use your hit die for restoring any kind of HP that you need to be restored, both for Caitlin and I think you were definitely still hurt even after the healing, right, Bwon?
Yeah, I have 19 of my 30 health. So.
I was back up to 19 my total health, so I'm good. Thank you.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm gonna roll my thing here real quick. I can't remember what the shaman hit die is, but I'm right on the page, so it's 1d8 plus my constitution modifier. Alrighty. Oh no, it's just 1d8 is my hit die. Okay. I gained 6 more health, so I'm at 25. And yeah, I'll say 25 is good.
Cool.
Okay, and is it time to go meet Sir Benny Blanco?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, you guys as a group decide to head to the east in order to face down with the Defias Benny Blanco. Let me go ahead and get us onto that page.
Okay, and now we just wait for the word.
Oh, no.
There be a lot of them in there, man. This not looking too good. Maybe I should have taken another one of them hit die. Nah, it'd be alright.
Okay, that's the relative position of them. Yeah. And Dr. Valen, as you go to open the door initially, I'll say that you, having been a mercenary for the Defias, you rolled a 4 history earlier. Give me an insight check.
But I'm outside. Let's see.
Give me an outside check.
Nah, it's a 6.
You had been given a red bandana, but on a 6, you haven't ever worn it. So, some people may or may not recognize you, but you don't really care. You just stroll right in.
Yeah, stroll right in. Okay, I'm looking around. What do I see as soon as I enter? Do I know where the necklace is, by the way?
No, you don't. Yeah, you do know that Benny is the type of person that, on a 4 from earlier, you know that Benny is even on a 4, I think you would probably know that Benny isn't the type of person that would, keep it out and, show it off. It's definitely tucked somewhere, either on his person or, maybe somewhere in the home. As you stroll on in, Benny Blanco, you immediately see, kind of this kitchen area over here. You see there's a door right here that is open. You can hear some rustling in there. A door here. You hear someone in here kind of walking around. And then you see who you know to be Benny Blanco stood by the hearth of the fire as he kind of he's stood, it seems like maybe even kind of warming himself by the fire, and looks over his shoulder at you before fully turning around, drawing both of his blades. Oi! Who are you?
It's coming for me. Quick, I gotta hide. And I try to hide under this table.
Okay, roll.
And he's not shouting. He's like, shh, they're coming for me. I gotta hide. And he's going for the table.
All right, roll deception.
That is an 8.
Benny walks up to the table. It's only 5 feet. Looks under the table at you. And on an 8 deception says, Oi, who the fuck are you? Get out of here. And he kind of kicks the chair to the side that's nearest him before it looks like he's about to try and crawl under there to get at you.
No, you don't understand. The door. And hopefully at some point the Malachite will start walking in. But the gnome should have the controls.
Yeah.
Okay. As the harvester walks in, you see kind of a bewildered look on his face because he's like under the table right now, like kind of crawling at you. Crawling at you, excuse me. He can see the harvest golem and its feet. There's kind of a bewildered look that crosses his face, but you're not convincing him that that you're running from this thing on an 8. And he yells, "Oi, mates, get out here!" And these two Defias run out. And let's roll initiative.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Yee. Oh yay, +0. That's a 13.
Don't worry, boys. I got this. Natural 1. That's a 5 total.
One of you can roll initiative for the golem as well.
I'm not rolling. I got a 7.
I'll roll it.
I'm changing my dice. Again. No.
That's a 6 for the golem, plus whatever it adds.
Hey, man.
Tonight?
You know,
It's
mine's way better than it was last time, so I'm
Yeah.
cool with it.
I rolled a 1 and a 6. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
What
Life's
was yours
good.
again, Valen?
Oh God, I gotta look again. Sorry. 7.
7, okay. Golem has higher dex, I think, than you, so it'll go first.
I don't
And
know.
then
My
Bwon,
dex
what was
is,
yours?
Yeah, you're right.
I got an 11.
11, okay. Benny is going to, under the table, try and... I mean, he has both of his weapons drawn at this point. He, knows that you're someone that is not his friend and not here for his benefit, and is going to try and take a swing at you. Okay, that is an 11 to hit on his first attack.
All right, that misses.
Thank God, man.
And then on his second attack, he's going to say an 18 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, and I need a dex save from you.
Well, my new dice, it's a 19.
On your dex save, a 19?
Yeah.
Okay. You pass that save, and then that is the end of his turn as he's actively... Wait, I need to roll the damage, sorry.
I was gonna say, what's my damage?
That is 7 slashing damage.
Reaction. Ow! That's it.
Okay. It is now the initial... or the first trapper's turn here. It's going to throw a net actually onto the golem that's come in. That is a 13 on the die plus 4, 17 to hit. It hits. And the golem is considered restrained currently. That is the end of his turn. As he's going to kind of step right here in front of you, Valen, I think, at the end of his turn. Next trapper is going. It's going to, I think, run for the door. And it gets out the door, and that is the end of his turn. Veilindra, it is your go.
Sorry, okay. I am going to come down from the tree, I'm gonna guess that we're going in and helping. And I have a 35-foot range, so I could get to the door, but since he's in there, I can't get in it.
Okay.
I don't imagine I could cast any spells or anything through there, do you?
If she could see past the golem and see things in there, as long as the spell just says you have to see the target, they should
Or
be.
could I hold a spell for whenever I have an opportunity to see?
I'll say that you can see this trapper right now.
Okay.
Barely.
I
Like,
can
you'd have to
see
kind of
him-
like peek around the golem, but you could see it.
If I could see him, I would definitely try and cast Mind Flay on him.
Okay.
Or not Mind... The Mind Sliver. The intelligence one.
He saved. He rolled a net 20.
Oh,
shit.
Well, dude. Okay. Well, it's fate. That's my turn.
Okay, it is now Bwon's turn.
You're muted.
Okay, so I was above the door, basically, on the roof. I imagine while looking down off the roof through the door, do you think I could have seen this other one try and run out the other door?
You would have probably heard it. I don't think you would have seen it on the roof, because the roofs in this region aren't like flat. They're like the typical kind of like home roofs that are kind of like made of straw, right? That are like triangular. So unless you were like all the way on top of the roof, then maybe you would have seen it on the other side, but you definitely would have heard the door open and slam behind him as he was running out. So you'd know that there was somebody leaping out the back.
Okay. Could I get to the edge of the roof here and try and make a grapple on this guy here?
How far is your movement? And also,
My
like, where
movement's
were you on the
35.
roof?
So I was like, I was literally like, where you have the harvester is exactly where I was.
Okay, if your movement's 35, then yeah, you could make it.
Yeah. So. Bam. Alrighty, as a part of my earth form, I get to add a 1d4 to my strength saving throws, which I'm assuming grapple is gonna be. I make a strength on him. Give me 1 second. Okay, 16.
Okay, sorry, I wasn't even fucking moving to oppose. That is a 6. So you definitely grapple him down to the ground.
Okay.
Or you have him restrained. You don't, like, knock him down, I suppose. It's different in D&D, but...
Well, I guess could my action have been to have attempted to knock him prone, or is this only a grapple action?
Well, it depends. You can take the shove action, or you can take the grapple action, either or.
Okay, I will have had that been the shove action.
Okay. So then, yeah, he gets shoved down to the ground and is currently prone.
Okay. Did the door close behind him, or did it just open?
He closed the door behind him.
Okay, he did close the door behind him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And that is the end of your turn then, Bwon. It is the golem's turn. Which one of you would like to control the golem? Let me give you his actual stat sheet really quickly.
All right. So I will have it move up and just. That's right. No, it is netted, isn't it? It did get the net thrown on it, so it's restrained. Yes. Does it have to make an action to free itself?
Yes.
Okay. I think it would probably do that first. I imagine a strength check.
Yeah, it's a strength check of DC 12 to break the net.
Okay, +3. That is a 9 plus 3, a 12 exactly.
Mates beats.
I imagine it just like pushes its arms out to the side and fucking spins around like a whirly gig. and rips the net to shreds, or like sends it flying off in a heap.
Yep. Awesome.
And then it will take its movement forward.
Okay. That brings us to Valen, your turn.
All right, he's gonna try one more time. He's gonna, because I think you said he has the mask. He'll whip out the mask. It's like, you idiot! I was hired by you guys to be your doctor. That thing's trying to kill me. Help!
Give me a deception with advantage.
All right, and I got a little thing if it doesn't work. Ooh, it's 21.
Okay. Benny, after taking that swipe at you, you see his eyes kind of narrow at you. He's like not 100% sure. He hears some stuff happening out back as well and says, "Fine, but I'm going to be talking to your rep after this," as he like kind of crawls back out from under the table, taking half of his movement, and then moves another 5 feet towards the golem and is going to go ahead and take a swing at it. That is a 19 on his first swing. 4. Make sure you're keeping track of the golem's health as well, because I'm not anymore. That will be... I need the golem to make a dex save as well.
14 plus 0.
Okay, it saves. On the first one at least. And then he's going to swing again after I need to fucking roll this damage. Actually, does he have an ally within range of his target?
Yeah.
Okay, so he gets sneak as well. I think, right? Yeah. So he gets sneak attack. That adds another 2d6. That's 7, 11, 13 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then he's going to take another attack with his other blade. And that is a nat 1. Okay, that is the end of... Wait. I just took Benny's turn. Demi, it's your turn first, and then Benny will take that turn afterwards.
Oh, it's my turn? Okay.
Yeah, I fucking completely forgot. We went back to the top of initiative. Yeah, it's your turn technically right now.
And is the door still open?
Yes, the door is open unless someone closed it. I don't think the Harvest Golem would have closed it, and I doubt that Veilindra would have closed it either.
All right, I'm going to get to right here.
Mhm.
I can't get through Veilindra's space technically with my movement. However, I am a warrior, and I will use... It costs... it's difficult terrain to move through friendly targets.
Gotcha.
And I have exactly 25 feet, so it would be 25 feet of movement right there.
Gotcha.
However, I can bonus action charge towards an enemy and move up to my speed towards them. So now I'm here as I charge past Veilindra on the left, almost bumping her shin with my elbow as I charge through. Because I'm short. That's the joke, everybody. And I will take my attack at this first Defias Trapper between me and Valen. That's natural 20.
Okay, nice.
So D8 plus 8 plus 4. So D8 plus 12. 7, 12, 19 piercing damage.
Whoo! Holy shit, okay.
And that's also, they are taunting striked by that.
Okay. That just means they get disadvantage on other
Hitting
targets, right?
anyone other than me, yeah. And I will circle around using what was left of my movement. So I want to move one there and then one down here. I want to be... It's weird. We're kind of like overlapping, but I want to be like on this side of him, within 5 feet of Valen, so that I can defend Valen if I need to.
Awesome.
As I didn't hear everything that was going on inside, my perception is not great.
Okay. Benny goes through his turn, does his thing where he he dealt like 13 damage to the golem, missed on the second strike. Now we're to the first trapper's turn. He is quite hurt. Decides to flee as well, and he's going to take the flee action. These units, when they're within 5 HP or lower, can flee using their full movement speed without provoking an attack of op. Let me make sure I have my ruler going.
Wouldn't be able to get past Veilindra though, right?
With it being, it would be difficult terrain for that 5 feet, so this would be 10 feet. So he's at 25, right?
Friendly units
true.
can move through each other with
True.
difficult terrain.
He's gonna take.
Well, yeah, you can see her there.
He would have to action shove to get past her, but that would mean he couldn't take the flee action if it is an action and not a.
Let me double
free
check.
action.
Let me check if it's a free action or a flee, like an actual action itself.
Mhm.
It is an action. Okay.
The other thing he could do is he could try and flee out towards where the other one ran out.
Don't give him ideas.
He'd have to go over the table, which would also still be difficult terrain, right? Because he couldn't get through the harvest golem, I don't think.
No. Yeah, he'd have to go over the table, but or he could run downstairs wherever that goes.
I have no fucking idea where that goes, honestly.
I'd
Okay, so that's
be
20
going to the
feet.
root Selaman.
25, 30.
You know, he could be
well,
one
I
of
got
those
news for him.
NPCs. He could be one of those NPCs that glitches through walls too. You never know that.
True. He's gonna
Just
start
go
hitting you
straight
from the Z-axis and shit.
Yeah. The Shadow Realm.
Stuck in the ground.
Yeah.
Target him.
He's straight evading, by the way. You can't hit him, yeah. Okay, and that is the end of his turn. It is the other trapper's turn, who is currently prone on the ground. He's going to use his 15 feet of movement to get up and get rid of prone action. And then he has another fucking 15 feet of movement.
Where you going, man?
But instead is going to take his action to turn around and throw net on you, Bwon, before trying to move. It is... Okay. $19 to hit.
Okay.
You are considered. You have the restrained condition now, and yeah, I think that he's going to take the attack of op in order to try to get away from you. Still,
It is a disadvantage.
yeah. So go ahead and roll your attack of op as he tries to run away.
Oh, well, I definitely fail. Yeah, I rolled a nat 2 and a nat 1.
Nice.
So-
Okay.
Whoa.
He moves. He was right here. He's got 15 feet of movement. He moves to there. That's the end of his turn. It is now Veilindra's turn.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and come in. And I'm gonna come in this corner. And then, I don't know what would be better to go against them to hit him against a wisdom saving throw or an intelligence saving throw?
Just go based on what you think.
Well, it depends on like what you plan on using damage, but yeah, I mean, your group can also tell you like if they have anything that is specific on like wisdom or intelligence and stuff, but like if you just plan on mind flaying, then probably wisdom, but if you have other spells that require intelligence saving throws, then that might be better too.
I think
Yeah,
wisdom's
because
good.
the mind sliver is intelligence. I just didn't know because I didn't know, like, you know, some people innately have better versions of that. I didn't know if humans had like a better affinity versus.
So you're wondering like which one he is more likely to succeed on?
Yeah.
Well, considering he is like he's not a normal mob, he's like a named person. So he probably isn't going to just have like a natural affinity like a normal human might.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's all I would really tell you is that like it may or may not matter.
That's fine. I would do the mind flay just to give it a shot. That's the wisdom saving throw against this gentleman here. Or you know, if I could hit this one, I would probably go ahead and hit this one and let that guy hit that one.
Yeah, you can definitely see this guy over here.
So I'll do this one for sure.
Okay, and what kind of saving throw is it again? I'm sorry.
Wisdom.
Wisdom saving throw. That is a 14 on the die, but I don't know how wise these guys are. They're fucking wise guys. He has a plus 0. What's your 14? Okay, meets beats then.
It was 14. Okay. So nothing happens. And I'm content where I am.
Okay, Bwon, it's your turn.
Okay.
It is a strength check action on your turn to remove the restraints.
Uh, 15.
Yeah. Keep in mind that is an action.
Oh, fucking awesome. Okay. I am going to bonus action. Yeah, okay, 15 feet.
Yep.
I have... You know what, actually I don't, because that was my 2 level 2 spells, so I only have 1... Or no, I have 2 level 1 spells left. Okay, Oh no, lightning. Okay, so I do have a level 2 left. I'm gonna lightning shield. Sorry, this is taking me stupidly long. I'm gonna lightning shield. I got close to him. I'm just gonna stay there.
Okay. And that's the end of your turn. Let's go to... it is the golem's turn against Benny.
Yep. The golem is going to go ahead and just try and slap Benny point blank.
Okay.
Woo! 16 to hit.
Benny has an AC. Yeah, that does hit.
Awesome. And this does a D8 plus 3. Thank God it's the same damage die. Max damage, 11 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And then DC 12 con save.
Let me roll con for him. That is a 13 total.
Yep, that saves. And then it is going to, with its multi-attack, raise the other arm, aim it at the other Defias guy, and shoot the crossbow, the bolt thrower. 15 on the die, plus, I imagine, still a 3.
Yeah, that hits.
And then it's probably the same damage type as what I would have done with the crossbow, which is D8 piercing.
Yeah.
3 on the die.
Okay, this guy gets like shot in the back shoulder. The arrow piercing pretty deep. You can see blood already kind of spurting from it. He's also kind of bleeding, and he is like limping, trying to open the door currently. As the arrow hits him, he like slams kind of in the door swinging open as he does. He doesn't actually move any yet, but yeah, that's kind of where he is for the turn. Go ahead.
Ranged weapons tend to do, I think, use the dex modifier instead of strength, which would mean it would be just a 15 flat on the die.
Oh, that still hits.
Okay. And then, yeah, so 3 plus 0 damage if it is using dex.
Okay.
That's the golem's turn.
Okay. Then we get to Valen, I believe. It's your turn.
Okay, well, Vinny's going to crawl under the table away from the gnome, and he's going to come out the other side, and he's going to point, and he's like, you there, hold it right there. And he's pointing at the gnome, and with a bit of a power, he sends down some light that hits Benny, and he has to make a wisdom saving throw 14 as he uses holy words chastise on Benny.
Interesting. Okay, let's see. He rolled a 14 directly. How wise is he as a guy? Benny has a +1, so it's a 15.
Yeah, that definitely meets beats. Let me check something really quick. Hold on.
Yeah.
So if I look at delay. Okay. So he's aiming at the gnome, but he's pointing at the gnome. He's obviously aiming at Benny, and it's a little off, and that's a little embarrassing because it was his plan to come in there in the first place, and bait Benny and all these guys. So he's going to use his goblin saving face. If you miss with the, let's see, where's saving throw? You can gain a bonus. Nope, never mind. That only works if I'm rolling. So he still passes.
Okay.
Damn it. Okay, that didn't work. All right, intern.
Sir Diminetus, it is your turn.
Absolutely. It's my Discord. I kind of want to roll insight to see if I can tell that the goblin is putting on a play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go for it.
And I might try that. Nope, that's an 8 + 1. I don't understand. I just kind of like shoot him like a questioning look.
Yeah.
Because he's like he didn't try and target me with any magic that I could tell. So, I will hop up on the table. Can I? Okay, there we go. Up. I'm actually going to. Nope. I can't do exactly. All right. Well, I was gonna vault over Valen at the guy who was running away, and try and land like in between them.
Okay.
I don't know if I could get perfectly in between them and be within 5 feet of each.
I'll say that you can, even though it looks like you can. I'll say that you can. Square
Okay.
grids are weird.
And I am back up to 3 rage. Actually, I've been topped up this entire time because I haven't been using any of my mechanics. I haven't had to. I will take my first attack at the one that is injured on death's door. That is a 17 to hit.
That hits.
And he probably dies from minimum damage.
He has 2 HP.
Yeah.
So unless you roll a 1. Oh, so then yeah, if you deal...
Even with a 1, I deal 5. So,
okay.
But I rolled
yeah,
a
describe
2, so.
Describe how he's like, I mean, he's kind of pushed up against the door. The door is opening. Describe kind of like how in this moment you just decimate this man's body and soul.
I imagine that he like reached towards the door and then the bolt caught him in the shoulder and like threw him like against the wall. And as he looks back over his shoulder at the harvest golem, like reaching for the door again, and he thinks he's going to get free for that instant before he feels something stab him in the small of the back from somewhere he didn't see. Beneath the knee.
Okay. He falls down to the ground, blood gushing everywhere, the arrow still kind of sticking out of his back from the harvest golem, and falls down dead.
And then I will action surge and spin around on Benny and take my attack on him.
Okay.
But I don't think that'll hit. That's a 12.
No, that does not.
Yeah. I don't think I could do anything to change that, so that is my turn.
Okay. That brings us back to Benny's turn. Benny is going to, surprise, use a legendary action. Grab a bit of pocket sand out of his pocket, I guess, because that's what pocket sand is for. And he tosses it directly at you, Sir Diminetus. I need you to make a con save or be blinded until the end of your next turn.
Okay, I'll have a decent constitution. That's a 17 on the die plus 4.
You absolutely make that save. And then he's going to turn around and continue his multi-attack, I think, on the golem. He kind of wants to get rid of this fucking thing. Let's see. His first attack is a 5 on the die. That misses. His second attack is a 17 on the die plus 5. That definitely hits the golem. I need the golem to make a dex save.
Oof. 9.
9. Okay, the golem is considered grappled currently by his hooked blade. And he's going to take... just on this hit, because it just got grappled on this hit, he's going to take 8 slashing damage.
Okay.
That's the end of Benny's turn. Trapper number 1 is dead. So let me give him the status effect. And Trapper 2, he's here with Bwon. What are these guys? They're fucking pretty far. He chose the wrong ones to go to. That's not what I meant. Like, okay. He's going to, I think, take the disengage action to try and get away from you. His goal is to get help. So he's going to action disengage and run.
Let's do get help.
30 feet that way. And that will end his turn. Next turn, I'll use an action for him to like shout at them, but for now, you're fine. That is the end of his turn. Veilindra, it's your go.
Okay, and I'm gonna try and Mind Flay again. But since this is the only guy I can see, I'm gonna do this guy.
Okay.
It's a Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. That is a 4 on the die. It hits.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, that is a D8. That's the one. Alright, that's 4 damage. And
Okay,
then
perfect.
Content where I am.
All right, and now Bwon. Yeah, Bwon, where it's your turn.
Okay. Bwon is going to summon up his earth totem, but he's going to do it sneakily on this side of the tree. Because I just have to be within range, and it's a creature that I can see within the totem's range. So, I'm going to summon up the Earth Totem.
Okay.
To give me the temporary HP. That I rolled a 2 on the D4, so I have 7 temp HP.
Okay.
I'm going to take my movement. To that one.
Got it.
And I am going to also take the Booming Blade attack. Let's see if it hits. One second. Does a 15 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. He takes 7 bludgeoning damage and 4 lightning damage. So 11 damage total, 7 bludgeoning, 4 lightning.
Okay. He's definitely feeling it, Mr. Krabs.
Where you be thinking you're gone, man? Your little friends over there? No. I'm with you.
Does that end your turn?
It does.
Back to the golem inside.
Oh, excellent. Well, the golem has nothing else to focus on with a ranged weapon, so it's time to smash. And so the voice line goes off. It's clobbering time. Just in time to roll a natural 1 for the first swing.
Okay.
As sparks fly off the back of its head and out of some of the joints before it winds back up again slowly. That's a natural 20. Okay.
Nice.
Oh, it was winding
Two
up to
extremes.
that 20.
Yeah.
Still
two
working out the
extremes.
kinks, man. I see what you're doing.
He passes the con save with a nat 20 as well, so he doesn't get
Okay. No
tetanus,
tetanus.
Yep.
So 1d8 plus 11. 5 plus 11, 16 points of bludgeoning.
Huge
Plus a
damage.
d6 halved because of the spikes.
Oh, true. Yes, that is true.
3, so down to 1.
That'd be 2. I'd say 1 to 2 is 1 damage, 2 to 3 is 2.
Okay, yeah, that checks out. 1 to 2, 1, 2 to 3, 2. Yeah. Okay, so 2 extra.
2 extra.
Yeah, otherwise
Wait,
you'd
what'd you
only
roll?
get
A 3 or
a
2?
3.
Oh, yeah, that would be 2.
Yeah, because otherwise you would only get 3 damage if you roll a 6.
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's its turn.
That brings us to Valen, and then Diminetus, you're on deck.
All right, bonus action, Valen converts a spell slot into some faith points. and he goes up to Vinny and goes like, "You're doing a great job. Thanks for helping." And I'll give him like a pat on the back. But he's doing another smite, so he has to do another wisdom saving throw of 14.
Okay. That is a 10, and he only has a +1. 11, he fails.
All right, he is incapacitated until the end of my next turn.
Okay. What does the incap like actually do? He like can't speak, he's just sat there essentially?
It's just normal incapacitation, which
So attacks against him have
incapacitated?
advantage.
yeah.
No, incapacitated is just they can't take actions or reactions. That's it.
So he could talk, he just is unable to like attack or anything. Okay.
Yeah. Oddly enough, they can also take bonus actions. So if they had like Misty Step as a spell, for example, they could use that to escape, which is insane that you could do that while you're incapacitated.
True.
Interesting. And so can he also take a legendary action?
Yes.
Okay.
Legendary overrules everything.
Fair, actually, I didn't know that. Okay. He is currently incapacitated, and that brings us to Diminetus. Your
Well,
turn.
I mean, he can use a legendary reaction to autosave, so he's not incapacitated.
He does not
Yeah.
have legendary resistance. He only has legendary actions.
Gotcha. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, isn't it
How
still an
is
action? Even if it's legendary, it's still an action.
Yeah, that's what I was asking, because like if he can use a bonus action, is he also able to use a legendary action?
No, because that's still an action, I would think. But it is DM rule. I thought you meant
Uh,
legendary resistance.
it's not considered a typical action because it's not part of the action economy, and it only takes place outside of that creature's turn. So it's like it's normally
Okay.
something completely different. But I think that it does have a constraint for if you are incapacitated. I don't think you can use legendary actions.
I'm not going to use it, but I am interested. Actually, you know what? I might use it because his legendary action isn't like that detrimental. I think it would be funny narratively, but I'm interested in what the rules have to say about it.
The rules do say, and it can't use legendary actions while incapacitated.
Okay, never mind then. I won't use it. Okay, Diminetus, it is your go.
How is it? How's he looking right now? Slightly beat up, or
He's bloodied at this point,
okay?
which I mean isn't like that much, but
Yeah, I kind of look to the like Harvest Golem, Veilindra, and Valen and kind of go, okay, they've got this in here. I had seen, because I was like furthest away from the building, I was like around the corner of the other building looking. I saw Bwon go up and over the roof, and I still haven't seen him come in this side. So I'm going to go out this door and check.
okay. I would keep in mind one thing. You may want to toss Valen the remote.
Yeah, no, I know.
Okay.
I wanted to check and see, and if I see him here like this, where he's engaged with one, and I can potentially see like one or two more in the distance, I will do exactly that. I like poke my head back in the door, and whistle to Valen and toss it towards him.
Okay.
And then I am going to take my last 15 feet of movement to this direction. And I will spend 2 rage, instead of gaining rage, unfortunately, to charge another 25 feet up right here next to Bwon and take my attack action.
Okay.
On my end, it showed you only moved 20. There you go. Now it shows it.
14 plus 6, that's a 20.
That hits.
1d8 plus 4. 10 piercing.
Okay. He is pretty fucking hurt, but not quite there.
Alright, that is everything I can do.
Okay, that brings us to the top of Benny's turn. He's incapacitated, unable to save from it, does nothing. It is now this trapper's turn. As he like gets cut by, I'm gonna remove his incapacitated because it'll be done. That just didn't fucking work. Whatever. He's gonna use his action as he like screams out in pain as you like slash into him. He also just took a fucking mace to the face by Bwon and a little bit of lightning damage as well. And is gonna scream out to these guys who are now about 30 feet, I'd say. Yeah, they're close enough to hear him for sure. Oh, you fucking sods! Help! We're under attack! And these two are now part of initiative. Let me roll for them. Okay. This one is at the end of the turn. This one is at the beginning. Okay, this one is going to take... That's the end of his turn. Yeah, he took his action, so there's nothing else he can do. This one is going to go ahead and move up 30 feet towards you, Sir Diminetus, and attempt to restrain you with a net that is a 16 plus...
If it's plus more than 1, or if it's plus 1 even, it hits me.
It's plus 4 and you're restrained. That's the end of his turn. It is now, I believe, Veilindra's turn. Yes.
Okay, great. So, I'm going to go ahead and head out of here. I feel like that's taken care of. I mapped it out. I really only have about enough room to get right here. But you know what? I do have 120 feet, so I'm gonna go ahead and cast Mind Flay on this one since it's the easiest for me to see.
Yeah, go for it. 120 feet would be like here.
Yeah.
You could mind flay literally anything on the map, essentially. That's so disgusting.
Run
Yeah.
your pockets, man.
Yeah, so he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. This will be the last turn for the night. He rolls a nat 1, by the way, so you mind flame.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we're overtime, and I completely missed it, so.
He takes 5 damage.
5, okay.
Fuck
And we can tolerate that too.
Bwon, can you just roll? Because I'm assuming you're going to attack this dude that you've been trying to fuck up the entire time. Roll and tell me if you hit or not.
Oh, I definitely hit. 23 on the die. Or sorry, 23 total.
Okay, and for our final action of the night, go ahead and explain how you kill him.
I reach up with my troll foot and just kind of stomp down on his head.
Okay, there's not even a like sound that comes from him because his vocal cords are also crushed in the impact of the blow. Diminetus, all you hear is just a as his skull's crushed under the foot of the troll stood next to you.
He definitely tries to not look directly at that. Realizing that a single misstep and that would be his entire body.
Like those guys.
Like those guys and subscribe to those guys.
Hit the bell.